So this is going to be a quick video here of the best water pick I've tested so far. For those of you that don't know what a water pick is, I have a video here reviewing these two. So check it out, and in this one we're going to see why these are so similar and yet so different, and which one is the best. So we are going to start with this model. I did a review on this one. Basically, the problem with this, it's a good water pick, but this connector here where you charge it, tends to get rusty. This is what happened with this one. It rusted off. So it didn't rust off, it was still on, but when I took this plug out and inspected it, it was completely rusted on the inside. Even though this one does come with a little rubber cap like this one, you basically will lose this eventually. And since this is always in contact with water on the sink, when you plug it in, there's probably going to be a little water in there, and it eventually rusts, which I don't know why they didn't make this connector like rust proof or some better material, but it did rust on in my case. And so I had to kind of jerry rig this to keep it always on and isolate it from water. So this has a USB plug on the other side, and you basically have to charge this all the time. My battery went dead. I replaced the batteries on this, and the connector here is really fragile, as I said in the review, the initial review, and this eventually broke inside. So I had a hard time actually fixing this, and eventually I glued this on, so I can't change these anymore. So I was anxious to get another one, different one, so that's when I got this one. So this one is a different model. You can see it has a little cap here on the bottom which you can twist off and fill with water, so it's much easier to fill. This one does come off, but it takes a little more force. You can fill it through here. This was never a problem for me, actually. The problem was really here. So this one is a different model. It's supposed to be more portable. You can do this and put another cap here so you can travel with it. So my problem with this was never this thing to begin with, or this thing actually. So it was actually this connector here. So this doesn't really solve that problem. Plus we got this fragile part here, which eventually did give me a problem. You can see you just got to pull it out and put it back in, and this eventually wears out. So when you put this on full blast, it just spits this tip out. And this one eventually stopped. It wasn't working on full power anymore. I thought it was the battery, so I ordered this one. And when this one got here, ironically, this one came back to life and started working as before. It was clean, so I don't know what happened there. Some electrical issue maybe. So then I got this one, which is exactly like this one. Basically, you can see here the only difference is like the design here, the colors, and even the placement of the buttons are the same, but it doesn't have this connector here anymore. And so this is the magic behind this one. It's the same thing, still has that fragile neck connector here, which I basically don't remove this tip. I learned my lesson on that one, so I try to not use that. But it comes with this base here, which is induced electricity here. So you just put this in and it charges. So it's like a modern cell phone that comes with the same technology here, where you just touch it and it starts charging. And this actually solved the rusty connector problem, where you can just place this on your sink and it just charges up, and it's always charged. You just leave it on there, it's always good to go. There's these little spots where you can put the extra tips. I don't really like this design because it's kind of loose, but I guess for large families where they need to change the tips for kids, I don't know how long this would last doing that. But yeah, I can see why they have this, and it also is able to, you can screw this on the wall, although I wouldn't recommend that because as you can see, this is very loose. So if you just bump into this, you're gonna lose your water pick because it's gonna fall and it's gonna break probably. So I don't know about that, but I basically don't really use this. So for what I use it for, this did solve my problem with the charging. So here's a tip for you guys. Wireless charging on these new water picks. I hope you like this. Hope it's useful for you. It did solve my problem so far. If you guys have a tip on a better one that solves this problem right here, let me know in the comments. If you like this video, give it a like. And remember to subscribe to this channel. We always post reviews and comparisons and do-it-yourselves that I wish I had heard before I bought this stuff. So thanks a lot. I'll see you on the next one.